Hey guys, welcome to Tabletop Baseball Plus. Marching right along here with the Sammy Sosa replay from June of 1998. Replaying that month because he hit 20 home runs during that month, which is a Major League Baseball record to this day. And so far, through 14 games, he's hit 7 home runs. Not bad. My goal kind of is like somewhere around 10 or more. He's 23 for 65 also at the plate. So, taking on the Brewers again, and the Brewers won this game in real life 6-5. And as we are in Chicago for the third game of the series between these two, let's take a look at the lineups for the Brewers. Leading off at second base is Vina. Batting second and third base, Loretta. Batting third in right field is Burnitz. Batting fourth, playing first base, John Jaha. Batting fifth in left field, Nilsson. Batting sixth in center field is Grissom. Batting seventh and at shortstop is Valentine. Batting eighth and catching, Hughes. And starting pitcher is Randall Scott Carl. Big left-hander, and a 5 is the rating for Mr. Carl. For the Cubs, leading off at third base is Alexander. Second base, batting second, Morandini. Batting third at first base, Mark Grace. Batting fourth in right field is Sammy Sosa. Batting fifth in left field, Majewski. Batting sixth at shortstop, Blauser. Batting seventh in center field is Hernandez. Batting eighth in catching, Service. I always want to say Service, but it's Service. Batting ninth in pitching, Kevin Tapani. And he is a right-hander and a 10. Let's get things going here with Fernando Vina stepping in the box to lead things off here. And a 36-33. It's going to be a pop-up to second. 1 away. Mark Loretta with a 0. And a 31 is a 6. Tapani does have an L, though. Could change it to a home run. He's a 10. Loretta is -3, so 13. 6 on a 13. And no change there, so a double. 2-bagger for Loretta. Brings up Jeremy Burnitz. 26. Struck him out. 2 down for John Jaha. Runner in scoring position. 22 is an 8. It's going to be an 8 on a 12. And that will be a single. Runner scores. An S is out, but Loretta's not an S. So the Brewers on the board in the first. RBI single for Jaha. There's Nilsson. 55 is an 8. 8 on an 8. And that'll be a single runner to third with 2 outs. So the inning continues. First and third now with 2 down for Grissom. And a 21-30. He'll fly out to left field. That'll be the end of the first. Top of the first. Brewers 1, Cubs nothing. Coming to bat. Manny Alexander. Big fly out to right field there. Burnitz with the catch. Morandini struck him out. And here's Grace at 309 and 98. And he's going to walk here to bring Sammy to the plate with a man on. 34. And he hits a long fly ball to center field, but Grissom backs up a few steps and makes the catch. 1-0 Brewers, top of the second. Valentine, 43-29. It's going to be a ground out to the mound. Brings up the catcher, Bobby Hughes, 1 away. And he's going to hit a long fly ball to the left. Majewski there for the catch. Number 9 hole, Scott Carl, the pitcher, with 2 down, 56-36. That's going to be a ball. 51-13, struck him out. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Brewers. Majewski, 61-40, foul ball. Strike one, 66-0. And a 6. It's going to be a double for Majewski. First hit for the Cubs. So Majewski is second. Here's Blauser. 13 is at 14. He's going to walk. Quickly, something going here. First and second with nobody out. Hernandez. And a 42 is a 13, though. Struck him out. So big strikeout for Carl. Here's Service. 25's a 9. +7 versus lefties. So it's going to be a 9 on a 1. Runners on first and second. That's going to be a single, fills the bases. So just gets through the infield. Or it could be a sharp single to left or whatever. However you want to imagine it. Brings up Tapani, bases full. 1 out. Could try a squeeze here. I don't know. Let's just hit away. Tappaning's at the plate. 16 is a 28. Bases loaded, 28. And the Brewers are fielding 3. They'll be playing deep, trying for that double play. It's a fielder's choice at second base. Others advanced 1 base. So they get Service at second. A run will score. And we have first and third for Manny Alexander with 2 down. That ties it up. 1-1. 44 and 8. 8 on a 6. 8 on a 6 is a single. 1 scores. Other to third. S is out at third. He's not. So the Cubs take the lead. Tapani to third. And we have first and third again. Still 2 outs. 22-7. It's going to be a 7 on a 13, however. 7 on a 13, and that's going to be a fly out to left field. Just got him. A nice running grab by Nilsson to save another run. 2 for the Cubs. They lead it 2-1. We go to the top of the third. Top of the order. Fernando Vina. 12's a 25, and that's a ground out to second. Here's Mark Loretta. Doubled his first time up. 36-14, he walks. So 1 out walk to Loretta. Brings up Burnett's. Struck out his first time up. And he's going to fly to right field. So 2 down for Jaha. Single for Jaha. First time up, and he's going to strike out here to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Brewers in the top of the third. We go to the bottom half. Cubs lead it 2-1. Here's Mark Grace. 33 pops up to second. So 1 away for Sosa. And a 42 is a 40. So foul ball. Gets a re-roll, if you will. 62-13 struck him out. Disgusted. Walks back to the bullpen is Sammy. Majewski, 51's an 8. And that'll be a single. He's a +8 versus left-handers. So a double, now a single for Majewski. He's 2 for 2. Brings up Blauser with 2 outs. Majewski at first, and he strikes out to end the bottom of the third. Top of the fourth, 2-1 Cubs. David Nilsson, 1 for 1, singled his first time up. He's going to strike out here as Tapani gets him on a wild curveball. Grissom, 24-31. So not a strikeout, but he flies out to center. 2 away. Here's Valentin, 25, a 9 on a 10. And that's going to be a fly to center. So a nice 1, 2, 3, fourth inning for Tapani and the Cubs as they still lead at 2-1. Bottom of the fourth. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Here's Hernandez. 35's a 13. He strikes out for the second time today. Brings up Service. Singled his first time up. 61's a 24. He's going to ground out to short. That'll bring up the pitcher spot. Tapani reached on a fielder's choice. And he gets a 21 here, so strikeout. 2 Ks in the inning for Carl. We go to the top of the fifth. 2-1 Cubs. And the 8, 9, and 1 hitters up. Bobby Hughes, the catcher. 36, 33, pops up to second. And pitcher spot, Scott Carl, 45. So Tapani walks Carl. Not what you want to do there. Brings up Vina. Gonna hit away, and he flies out to right field. So Carl retreats back to first, 2 down. Loretta, the batter, he's 1 for 1, a double and a walk. And he's going to fly out to left field. So a couple fly outs to end the top of the fifth after a walk to the pitcher. So he gets out of a little trouble there. Bottom of 5, it's 2-1 Cubs. Top of the order, Manny Alexander. 43-29. And a little ground ball back to Carl. Flips to first. 1 away. Morandini, 52. Is a 27, so he grounds out to third. 0 for 3 day for Morandini. Here's Grace. He is 0 for 1. Walk and a pop-up. 31's a 9 on a 13. 9 on a 13 is a single. Just sneaks it in there between first and second base. So a 2-out single brings up Sosa. 0 for 2 today. Fly out to center and a strikeout. A 15, he got 1-1, but he needed 2. A 15's a 10 on a 7. 10 on a 7 is a 34, so pops him up to short. Just missed it. We'll go to the 6th. Still 2-1 Cubs, both pitchers dealing. Hanging in there. Here's Burnett's. 43-29, another jam shot. Gets him to bounce one back to Tapani. 1 away. Here's Jaha. 1 for 2, excuse me. Single strikeout. 25's a 37. Strike 1. 43-29. Another stab by Tapani. Little tap, Tapani. 2 down. Here's 34 for Nilsson and a fly ball to center. That gives him a 1 for 3 day so far. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Majewski to lead things off. He is 2 for 2, a double and a single. Halfway through the cycle, 46, 13. There's a strikeout for Scott Carl. Brings up Blauser, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And he strikes out again. See if Carl can strike out the side here. Hernandez, he struck out twice today. Let's see. Let's see what happens here first. 21 is a 13. He strikes out the side. Hat trick for Hernandez on the strikeouts. How many does that give Carl? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikeouts for Scott Carl. And Tapani has 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Marquise Grissom to lead things off here. He's 0 for 2. 2 flyouts. 56, a 12. He's going to ground out to first. 1 away. Here's Valentine, 0 for 2. 22 is an 8 on a 10. And that's a single. So Jose Valentine at first base. He is fast. Brings up the number 8 spot, Bobby Hughes. With 1 away, 21 is a 13, and he strikes him out. So that brings up the pitcher spot. There are 2 down. But the Cubbies, or the Brewers, they're going to look at their bench real quick. And see what they want to do here. Let's see. Let's see here. Do they want to? I think it's time to make a pitching change anyway. Although he's been doing good. He's been doing really good. And there are 2 outs. It's a tough decision. It's not like they have a real good left-handed batter on the bench. They're just going to let him hit. If there was nobody out or 1 out, I probably would take him out. 43, 29. And that's a ground out to 1-3. Bottom of the 7th. Carl's going to stay in there, obviously. 2-1 Cubs. Here's Service. 56, 12. He grounds out to first. And that brings up the pitcher spot, but they are going to, the Cubs will make a change here. And it's not going to be Brant Brown, because Carl is still in the ballgame. It's going to be Gary Gaetti. Pretty good versus left-handers. +4 versus lefties. But he gets 12-25. So it's going to be a ground out to second base. And 2 down. Here's top of the order, Manny Alexander. 11-0. 64 is a 2, and that will be a triple. So some excitement there as Manny Alexander hits one out there in the ivy bounces out of it for a triple. Brings up Morandini. He is a left-hander. 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Scott Carl is a lefty. He's -8 versus lefties. Let's check and see what we got on the bench here. Again, do we want to go with somebody else? Who can play second if he comes out? That's the question. They don't have a guy designated as a second baseman. Can somebody move over there? Hernandez could. And Alexander could. They're both about the same. So I think they are going to bring up, they're going to bring up Glenn Allen Hill. The right-hander. And then the Brewers, since he gets announced, he's announced as the hitter, they're going to change pitchers. They're going to go with Patrick, right-hander. That's who they went with in the real game, Patrick, or one of the guys. Let's see here. I think that's right. Yeah, Patrick. Bronzewell Patrick will now come on. So it's a righty-righty matchup. Glenn Allen's not too bad versus righties, right? -1. 33 is a 5. And that is gone. Glenn Allen Hill smashes one out of here. Well, hold on. Runner on third. My bad. Double. It's a double. After all that, it's a double. So he bounces one off the wall. I thought it was gone. It was almost. But it's a double for Glenn Allen Hill, and that's an RBI. So that does expand the lead. 3-1 now, Cubs. Morandini's out. And so I'm going to have to put a new batter in there. It's going to be Brant Brown will go in there. Because he's going to go in the field. So Brant Brown will come in the field. And he will go to, who's going to play second base? It's going to be Hernandez. So Brant Brown will go to center. And Hernandez will go to second. So anyway, Mark Grace, 56, a 12, runner on second. And that might be a strikeout. It is. So Grace uncharacteristically strikes out. We go to the top of the 8th inning. And it's going to be Pisciotta, the workhorse for the Cubs here in the 8th inning. He's got the top of the order, Vina. 12-25. Ground out to second. There's Loretta. 25 is an 8. So it's going to be an 8 on an 11. 8 on an 11 will be a single for Loretta. His second hit of the ball game, he is 2 for 3. Single, double, walk. And here's Burnett's, could tie it up. One swing of the bat, 42-13, but he misses everything. Strikes out, 2 down. Here's Jaha. 52-27. And that's a ground out to third. One more chance for the Brewers. And here's Sammy Sosa coming up as Patrick will stay in the ball game. 32. 33 would have been gone. 26 grounds out to second. And now Majewski, 2 for 3. Sosa 0 for 4, by the way. 23 is a 29, and he grounds one back to the mound. 2 down. And here's Blauser, 25-39. Strike 1. 35-14. Walked him. 2 out walk to Blauser. Here's Hernandez. And he strikes out for the 4th time. Jose, a tough day at the plate. 4 strikeouts. And we'll go to the top of the 9th. Top of the 9th. It's going to be Rod Beck for the Cubs. Trying to keep this a 3-1 ball game and see if they can walk off victorious. Here's Nilsson, 1 for 3 with a single. 53-17. Right fielder Sosa, single, and takes second base on an error. So way to go, Sammy. It's an E9 as Nilsson cruises into second base. He is a slow runner. They're going to bring in Eric Owens to pinch run. So Eric Owens is going to pinch run. Nobody out. Man on second. 65-35 for Grissom. Fouls out to third. Brings up Valentin. Oh, another 53. It's an 18. Shortstop. Blauser is a 7. It's going to make him fielding 3. First on an error, E6. Runner holds. So nothing doing on the bases. 2 errors in the inning by the Cubs. Trying to hang on here. First and second with 1 out. Bobby Hughes, the catcher. 26. And it's a pop-up in the infield. He pops up to second base. So he slams his bat down in disgust. That's going to bring up the pitcher spot. And who are they going to go with? How about Jeff Cirillo? Is my first instinct. He's good against righties. No change on right-handers. So, and he's got pop. 14 home runs, 321 average. So, Cirillo will try to come on and do something here. Oh, and he does. 11 is a 0. And a 35 is a 6 on a 15. 6 on 15. Does he have an L? Oh, my goodness. Rod Beck has an L. And there is an L there. That changes it to a home run. That is a 3-run shot for Jeff Cirillo The Brewers are jumping up and down big time thanks to 2 errors. They take a 4-3 lead as Cirillo cannons one out of here off Rod Beck. Beck is not happy. 16 is a 28, and that'll be the end of the inning. As Fernando Vina grounds out to short. So we've got to put in, let's see, Nilsson was in the left, and Owens will stay out there and play left field. So we just need a new pitcher. And that's going to be Mr. Myers. See if he can come on, and I'll save it for the Brewers. Even though he's not really the closer. Wickman was the closer, but Myers is, his card is much better. Put it that way. So 8, 9, and 1 for the Cubs. Here, let's see, I gotta put the 3 runs up here. 4-3 Brewers. As the left-hander Myers comes on. Scott Service flies out to right field, 1 away. And they will go to their bench. And look at who's left. Let's see here. Lefty, lefty, lefty. And Myers is left-handed. Every single one of these guys bats left-handed. So who's the least? Let's go with Tyler Houston. We're on letter E. Tyler Houston with 1 away. Lefty, lefty. 25 is a 9 on an 18. And that is just going to get him. Grounds out to short. Fine play there by the shortstop, Valentine. So 2 away. Cubs down to their final out. It's the top of the order. Alexander, 35 is a 13. So Myers does not have problems. And the Brewers come back and win it 4-3 as they explode for 3 runs in the top of the 9th off a 3-run shot. 2 of those runs were not earned. As there was 2 errors in the inning. So the Brewers win it 4-3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7 hits for the Brewers. No errors. And for the Cubs, they had 2 errors, both in the 9th inning. And those were the undoing, the downfall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits. So 7 hits apiece. But the Brewers come out on top 4-3. And Sosa, tough day at the plate, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. So he'll remain at 7 home runs. And that's going to make him 23-69 going into Game 16. And they'll be taking on a new opponent. I think that's the Phillies, if I'm not mistaken. So join me for that one. And until then, you guys take care and God bless.